Hello and good evening. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jacquelyn from the blog thedoggyperspective.com. So just a quick video today about man's best friend, because today is June 8th, right? And June 8th is Best Friends Day. So a lot of people have best friends, right? It's their mom, or it's their sister, or their cousin, their brother, or their mentor, or their coach, or whoever. You know, they have these really great relationships with people. And for some of us, it's our dog, right? It's our cat, it's our pet, monkey, llama, whatever. And so on Best Friends Day, so I just want to take a moment and honor my best friend, Sophia, my mini schnauzer. She is my girl. All right, hours and hours of fun, just someone that I can walk with and talk with and confide in and plan with, and we celebrate lots of successes together. And so just taking time out to celebrate Best Friends Day with my best friend Sophia. And we here at the doggyperspective.com hope that you are enjoying Best Friends Day with your pet as well. But we have to put our special twist on Best Friends Day, right? And we think about it in different terms, right? In terms of dogs being man's best friend. So if you think about it historically, why do we call dogs man's best friend? Well, okay guys, so a bit of trivia about best friends, man's best friend, right? So just looking back a little bit on history and figuring out, you know, well, we've heard the phrase before, man's best friend. Well, why do we say that? Why do we say man's best friend? Well, I'm going to tell you. So this started way back when in 1870s. In fact, it originated in the American Supreme Court, right? So in the American Supreme Court in the 1870s, there was this lawyer, and this lawyer's name is George Graham Vest. Well, George Graham Vest defended a man who was deeply in love with his family pet, and the gentleman owned a coonhound. The coonhound's name was Old Drum, Oldrum, right? So I'm just going to add this in. I've said this before. Watch your dog. You know, it's a pet peeve of mine. If you've read the blog, right, if you've watched the video before, you've heard me state, one of my pet peeves is people that just open the door and let the dog out. You don't supervise the dog. You don't walk the dog. It doesn't have a collar on, tag, nothing. Just let it out so it can do its business, come back in whatsoever, right? Well, here's the thing. Why was this case in the American Supreme Court so important? All right. Well, Old Drum was killed by a neighbor, right? The dog was killed for trespassing. And the argument that George Graham Vest made was that the neighbor took the life of more than just a pet, that he took the life of an important family member. So you didn't just kill the dog, but you killed an important family member, right? So that's the argument. That's why it's so important. So that's the history part of it. Now, here's what went down in the annals of history, right? Vest famously stated, and I'm reading the quote, says, "The one absolute unselfish friend that man can have in this selfish world, the one that never proves ungrateful or treacherous, is his dog." So this is where the phrase man's best friend comes from. Watch your dog. Please, watch your dog. It's important. Please watch your dog. Now, do you want to live a healthier life? Maybe you should get a dog. As companions, the health benefits of living with a dog have been well documented in many scientific studies and in my blog too. Links to a longer lifespan, lower risk of cardiovascular disease, reduce the adverse health effect of living alone, can decrease allergies and asthma in children, increase opportunities for health, beneficial socialization. Okay. That's what it looks like. So, that's it. Thank you, Sophia, for being my best friend. That's it. Jacquelyn from the blog, thedoggyperspective.com. Oh yeah! From our table. Guess what we tried? If you recall when I did the review for WAG, one of the things that I closed my eyes and I wished for was for a resealable bag, but this being an economy brand, it didn't come with a resealable bag. Now lucky me, we have plenty of containers with lids. Sophia has a hopper and so on, so I have plenty of places to put it. But here it is. Can you see that? There we go. Can you see that? So what Sophia and I tried was Solimo, dry dog food, and we tried that in beef flavor. Again, a basic dry dog food. Just checking my notes here. Basic dry dog food, and it was really pretty good. Now, I went for the trial size because we were just coming out of winter time, so that was February, March, right in there. We had tried our third bag of WAG by Amazon, which I'm still really impressed. I'm going to be ordering and reordering that for a long time to come. And ooh, I have to tell you about the snacks, but that's coming up, right? But I decided, well, let's call it Solimo, right? So we tried Solimo, the dry dog food, and then we tried it in the beef flavor. Now Amazon, I don't know what's wrong with Amazon, but I like what's wrong with Amazon, right? Because they sent me what's called the trial size bag. It's a 15-pound bag of food. Poor Sophia. Well, she's got food through September, I believe, right? And she's back and fabulous, right? She's back and fabulous. So I'm gonna give her some of this since I took it down. But it's a basic brand, and the pieces are pretty big actually. I think that's really pretty big for a single piece of kibble, right? For a single piece of kibble. So some of the reviews, if you look at Amazon, some of them are pretty critical. There's one on here that says this is a highly overpriced, cheap knockoff of an already cheap dog food with a high level of dyes. Now, one thing I will say, I fed this to Sophia for maybe, let's say 2.5 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks straight. And then I decided to go ahead and switch her off. It does have a lot of food coloring in it, right? It has a lot of color in it. It's pretty vivid. The colors are pretty vivid, especially when it gets to the pieces that are quote unquote beef. When it gets to those pieces are really pretty red. So if your doggo has any allergies to food coloring, watch out for that. We tried it, Amazon brand, Salimo Basic Dry Dog Food Beef Flavor in a 15-pound bag. If you do decide to go for it, you'll have it for a long time. It's $8.99. Again, if you're a household that has multiple dogs, then this would be good for you. Check out the reviews at Amazon.com. I haven't seen this for sale anyplace else, but then again, I didn't look for it for sale any place else. It's a pretty good price. I mean, $8.99 for 15 pounds of food. Trying to save money, I mean, that'll do it. If you're feeding them canned food most of the time, but you want to bulk it up a little bit, it's a nice filler. So this is what we tried. Now, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would I rate it? I rate this one about a 3.89. You know, for personal reasons, I only fed it to her for about 2 weeks. I mean, I felt like she wasn't really thriving with it. She lost some of her va-va-voom a little bit. You know, she wasn't her bright-eyed, bushy-tailed self after about 2 full weeks on that. And so for that reason, I sort of stopped. So as a little snack, as a little treat, you know, I like it for that. Sometimes I feed her Beneful for kibble, and she likes that a lot. But when I feed her that and I send her outside and just let her rip and run on a golf course, the fleas and ticks are like, there it is, you know, and they really like that, and they're attracted to that. And this is similar, right? So now that we are, where's the camera? Now that we are back into that type of weather, right? Now that we're back into that type of weather, the fleas and ticks are really attracted to it. So honestly, tomorrow's gonna be a trip, right? She's snacking on these tonight, and then when I take her out for a walk tomorrow, and even though she's wearing flea protection and flea and tick protection, they will still jump on her, right? That's our review on the Amazon brand Salimo Basic Dry Dog Food. And again, nothing scientific about that particular review. It's just how she did it. We got so much of it with so little money. I feel like it's a good buy. You know, you can be friendly. You can give it away. The dog park, you can have friends over, major friends. You can share, and you know, you can pretty much be a do-gooder with that much food to go around and not break the bank, right? So you can do that. And it's getting mixed reviews. The reviews aren't as high as they could have been, so you got some good and some bad, but decide for yourself. A lot more food coloring than I might have liked for myself, but overall still good. You know, dogs gotta eat. She didn't fall out from it or anything like that. She digested it fairly easy. You know, no bad effects other than just being kind of blah, right? So that's it. Jacquelyn from the blog thedoggyperspective.com. In the description box below, I left you a link to the Amazon brand Salimo Basic Dry Dog Food. I also left you a link to the brand, to the Amazon brand WAG. Absolutely, I want you to try that one out. And then also, I left you one more link to Pedisure. This month is the month of June, so it's National Microchipping Month. Make sure you get your dog microchipped. And if you haven't checked out the Pedisure website yet, please click on the link. Please do that. So check it out. Okay. Again, I'm Jacquelyn from the blog, doggyperspective.com. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.